Well, good morning, Justice University Lions faithful. We are here. This is a momentous occasion, Matt.
It is, yes.
This is home game one, not game one, but home game one for Justice Lions men's baseball. I almost said basketball. It's early on a Saturday morning, and it's noon.
It's, yes. early high noon here.
But yeah, we're excited to be here today. Matt, I know you've been waiting for baseball, like chomping at the bit.
Yeah, baseball's a first love, so excited to see in action the Justice University Lions here, their first ever home game. So very exciting, like you said, momentous, and we have a really cool, we're excited to call the action for you here today, double dip, and second game to follow, TBD, but it says 3 o'clock. We'll see how close to that we get.
Yep, and this is LeMoyne Owen from Memphis, Tennessee. The Magicians, which has to be a pretty cool name for a sports team.
That is a pretty cool name, the Magicians.
Absolutely. So.
Family out of state, I wanted to watch the game. What do I tell them?
Somebody wants to watch us, Matt.
All right.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, we can go ahead and read through the starting lineups as we get set here.
Let me take care of one housekeeping item.
Let's do housekeeping.
We're learning this camera thing still because there is a big chain link fence, as you're aware, in front of us. So this is the view we got, guys. We're going to do our best to try and give you better action views than this. But as the season progresses, we're going to be at a different field, and that will help us kind of put more of a permanent solution in. So. And
we'll do our best to describe the action as if it's a radio broadcast too. So if you can't always see what's going on in your picture, we'll try to do our best to describe the action that we are seeing as if you couldn't see everything. So we'll do our best, guys. We're work in progress.
I have to tell you, Matt, I'm impressed with you got the official scorebook. You got everything going over here. So
that's an overnight Amazon purchase right there, Jason.
Hey, but you got the knowledge to fill it out, which is half the battle.
I'm excited. You know what? Keeping score, I did that as a young boy, and it's always takes me back. So I'm excited. We're excited to call the game and see some baseball.
Absolutely.
Baseball weather out here. If you are watching from Tennessee, it is way warmer here. I'll give you that much. And so,
would they even be sitting out here playing baseball in Tennessee right now?
That's why East Coast teams come west for the first couple weekends of the season, so they can get more games in and enjoy our weather. Shoveling sunshine out here.
Yes, sir. Well, before things get going, you want to run through those starting lineups?
Let's do that. So for the visiting LeMoyne Owen Magicians, we have leading off and playing second base, number 6, Mikey Rivera. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 11, Sincere Lozano. Batting third and playing third, number 13, Kevin Maya. Batting fourth and cleaning up today for the Magicians, number 24, the first baseman, Cedric Polnitz. Batting fifth, the catcher, Ibrahim Marrero, number 21. Batting sixth, we have Nathan Sanchez, who's also starting on the mound today. He wears number 8 on his jersey. Batting seventh, Ryan Meglis. He's the center fielder today, number 20 for the Magicians. And eighth is Jonathan Coleman, wearing number 14 and playing left field. And then in the 9 hole is number 2, Mason Bevel, who's playing right field today for the Magicians. And then for your home, Justice University Lions, leading off and playing second base, number 2, Emric Avenente. Batting second and playing right field, number 3, David Roboloth. Batting third, the DH today, number 44, Rosalino Valenzuela. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 24, Durso Melendez. Batting sixth, number 22, the first baseman, Trey Williams. Batting sixth, lost track for a second, number 15, Federico Dibertini, and he's playing shortstop today. Batting seventh is the third baseman, number 21, Elian Tortolito. Batting eighth and playing left field, Kato Takahashi, number 1. And batting ninth, playing center field, number 4, Cy Peterson. On the mound for the Lions, number 11, Devin Hancock, the right-hander.
Well done, Matt. I don't know that I could have done all of those names and kept the orders and track and all that good stuff. I'm anxious. Who are you looking for today? We're obviously teachers here too, so
We are.
You got any of these guys in your classes?
I do. I have quite a few, actually. Quite a few. We're all in the same class, actually, social psychology. So I'm looking forward to, what I've noticed from the first few games. Getting speed, manufacturing runs is going to be good. Getting on, taking your walks, and stealing that base, taking the extra base when you can, and driving in runs. Your big RBI producers early on have been Valenzuela, the DH, Trey Williams, Melendez has hit well too as well. David Roboloth right now leading the team in hitting. He was kind of batting towards the bottom of the lineup. He's up in the 2-hole today because he's been pretty productive at the plate through the first 4 games they had at the CCI last week.
Be anxious to see if Trey gets another dinger today. He did get one last week in one of the games. So
we don't have dimensions written on the walls out here, so we can't tell you exactly. It looks like a pretty cookie cutter all the way around ballpark. So I'm guessing something like between 315 and 330 down the lines. Like, we don't know exactly, but that's a guess.
Yep, we're coming from the campus of Skyline High School in Mesa today. We do have, according to Athletic Director Don Page, we do have a home field after this weekend for the remainder of the season down in Chandler, but today we are playing up in Mesa. So if you happen to be watching, it is a doubleheader, so if you want to come out and join us for any of the games, it is beautiful out here, so love to have you out here. They are having a very involved coaches meeting here with the umpires.
Talking through all the ground rules of this particular park, and talking through again a first home game. So these umps are probably new to us, and we're new to them. So getting on the same page. They trade lineup cards. They talk through some things and niceties. Get to know each other. Get first names down. All that kind of good stuff before the action.
The Magicians coached by head coach Brian Young with assistants Amari Mills and Bradley Ferguson. Coach Zach Chilton for the Lions. We need more folks in the Lions den out here, Matt. That's what happens when we get further from campus. It's hard to get, you don't get the big student section, but just a beautiful day out here though.
It will. As the season goes on, I'm sure we'll attract more crowds. More students will make the trip out as they get the hang of things. The Magicians are coming out. Looks like they're going to perhaps gather for a prayer before we get started, or both teams coming on and out to home plate. We also don't have batter's box lines drawn on this today, so umps are going to be using their eye. Looks like they're gathering for prayer here, and looks like perhaps a few of these guys know each other, which is kind of cool from so far away. To
LeMoyne Owen in the road purple with the yellow trim. Justice in their home white pinstripes.
This is one of the reasons I love being a part of a Christian university, where your faith is something that you bring into even your athletic contest, praying before matches for fair play, for health for all the players, for the blessing of getting to come out here and take part in the game of baseball. And you don't have to hide your faith. Bring your faith onto the field with you, as we like to say.
Getting excited, Matt. I'm getting excited. Game 1 of baseball, Justice University.
It's happening, everybody. We're about to get going, and anyone from LeMoyne Owen joining us, welcome to you as well. Glad you get to watch your loved one, your favorite baseball player, playing some action out here in the warm. We're at 74 degrees at first pitch. And Devin Hancock takes the mound here. He's going to go ahead and start his warm-up pitches.
Devin, a right-hander, 6'2", 195. It's a transfer from Solano Community College out in California.
Where is Vacaville, California? Jason, do you know where that's at?
That's a great question, and if I stall long enough, I can look it up real fast and make it look like I knew all the whole time.
We have more time to chat a little bit in the game of baseball. There are downtime moments, so we'll do our best not to not to fill that with idle chatter, but things that are helpful for watching. And
Okay, it's northeast of the Bay Area.
okay,
So you got San Fran, you got Oakland, and then up past looks like Grizzly Island. So it's east of Napa. Does that help? Probably nice.
Wine
Probably
country.
nice up there right now
yeah,
too.
yeah. So Hancock gets the honor of being the home debut starter for the Lions. He did not start the first game last weekend, however, and so he, I believe, pitched the second game. Austin Watson was the starter for their first ever contest that counted last Thursday against Nelson. And Devin Hancock had, let's say, an up and down first appearance. He went 4 1/3 in his first outing last weekend. He gave up 6 runs, all earned, walked 3, but he struck out 7. So definitely a high strikeout pitcher here. Overall, Jason, the Lions want to limit those walks. Those walks add to runs, as we've talked about it on our podcast. And getting that get ahead in the count, get that strike over early on, so you're not fighting from behind. Both because you might walk them, and second, you might have to throw a pitch a little bit better than you want to when it's a hitter's count. So got a 2 umpiring crew here, which you'll see this the field umpires behind first until there's somebody on base, and then you'll see him move behind second base so he can kind of have a better vantage point when there's runners on base.
Leading off, Rivera.
Mikey Rivera is the second baseman for the Magicians. He's a sophomore.
Lefty.
Mikey's from Fort Lauderdale University, where he went last year. He's from Miami, Ohio. It's handy when they send us some information on the players that we're watching.
Especially, I mean, you and I are used to calling, like you said before, a little bit faster paced games.
Yeah.
We have more time to talk, so it's nice to have more information to work with.
And more time to talk about these players we're watching. And
Here we go. Magicians sending their first and third bait coasted out.
And away we go. Devin Hancock goes ahead and gets his sign. And here's the first pitch. And that's a strike.
Good way to start.
Again, getting ahead with strike 1. Very important. Second. The 0-1 pitch. Mikey hits it over the second baseman, Avenente. Little bobble, little double clutch, but he gets it over to Trey Williams for the put out.
1 up, 1 down. It's a good way to start the game.
4-3 put out there. Again, get those nerves out of the way. You get ahead on strike 1, and you get a routine ground ball to the second baseman. 2 pitches, 2 strikes for Hancock. Batting second, Sincere Lozano, the shortstop for the Magicians. Righty up there. Righty on righty matchup here. Hancock rears back and misses high. Ball 1 to Lozano.
Lozano looks like he might like those high pitches. Kind of checked his swing there, but tempted.
Also high, ball 2. Sincere Lozano has a pretty awesome first name there. He's from Orlando, Florida. So some recruiting from Florida here for this team out of Tennessee.
Right down the middle. Good correction by Devin there.
The count's 2-1 now to Sincere Lozano. curveball drops in there for strike 2. Nice little change of pace. I think he'd thrown all fastballs until that point, and he dropped in a little bender there.
Just above the knee. Great pitch.
Hancock gathers, and here's the pitch. Fouled away. Another curveball. He hung with it. Remains 2-2 the count. Again, these first few hitters are very important for the rest of the team, getting to see pitches from the pitcher and getting to gauge his speed and his stuff, basically. There's a chopper to shortstop off the glove of Tributtini. That's going to be an E6. And Lozano's aboard.
It's a high hopper there off the dirt and just didn't know what to do with it, unfortunately, and gets an early error here.
Again, when you are playing on a field you've never played before, sometimes those choppers, you have to gauge them, and it could be hard to do.
See if Hancock can make up for that one here with a quick second out.
Kevin Maya, the hitter, takes strike 1. Again, Hancock is working ahead. He's throwing strikes, which is good. Lozano's got his lead over there. Trey Williams holding him. Quick little throw over. Nothing brewing there. Maya takes high, ball 1. 1-1 the count.
Had the first 2 pieces of contact kept on the ground. A ground ball double play might be nice right here, Matt.
That is. So far, 2 ground balls, so that a third ground ball could be very good here. That one fouled away by Maya off the light pole.
And right back to the batter.
1-2 now on Maya. Kevin Maya from Orlando, Florida. Freshman from Palm Coast High School.
Swing and a miss.
And down he goes, strike 3. Hancock's first strikeout of the afternoon. And now there's 2 gone for the cleanup hitter.
I'll tell you what, Matt, I could sit here with this view of these mountains and broadcast every single game, man. This is beautiful out here.
Cedric Polnitz, the hitter. Polnitz from Nashville, Tennessee.
Here's the pitch from Hancock.
Taken the other way by Polnitz down the right field line. That's going to drift foul. That was potentially problems there, as that was going way out of play. Or that was aiming for the corner. That probably would have scored the runner. Polnitz gets back in the box here. And off the end of the bat to the shortstop, see if he can make up for that error earlier. And he cannot, as that's thrown away as well. Polnitz is going to get to second. Lozano to third. Federico Tibertini's having a rough first inning there. Another E6, moves runners to first and third.
Trey Williams hustles over there, grabs it by the fence to save that run from coming in, but yeah, rough start for the shortstop. So Marrero up to bat here.
Hey, forget about it, boys.
Hancock trying to shake off a couple of early errors. Here's the pitch. That one launched deep
To left, and that one's not coming back. Ibrahim Marrero, a long home run to left center. And just like that, errors turn into runs, 3-0 Magicians here in the first.
Very excited, Marrero.
As he should be. It's not a Little League home run. That is a collegiate home run. And he did not miss that one. Left fielder barely gave that one a chase, and that was way out of here.
Is venturing for those power poles out there, I think.
Nathan Sanchez, who we have down as our starting pitcher today, is up. Going old school with no batting gloves there. Fouls off the first pitch.
Prof G over here second guessing where he parked his vehicle.
You're in range of the foul balls. That one laced to center, and that's going to be caught for the third out by Cy Peterson. He corrals that fly ball by the opposing pitcher, and that is the end of the first inning. At the end of
Top of the first.
The end of the top of the first, yeah. The end of the first half inning of play, we have a 3-0 score. There's one hit, 3 runs, 2 errors, nobody left on base. Move it to the bottom of the first. We're going to see the Lions offense, see if they can start shipping back.
Getting ready for the bottom of the first inning. Had to quickly change out of his batting gear into his get ready to pitch there. Quick turnaround for Sanchez.
Yeah, when you're pitching and you make the last out, you do have a quick turnaround. Same with the catcher. The catcher's got a lot more gear to put on. But that was probably a fairly happy problem for Ibrahim Marrero to put back on the gear after that long home run there in the top of the first inning. So again, 3-0 our score on the 3-run homer by Ibrahim Marrero for the Magicians. Now the Lions get their crack at it. Set to lead off the second baseman, number 2, Emric Avenente. Emric's got a couple hits through the first weekend, an RBI, a couple walks, and he's paced the Lions, him and David Robeloff, with 3 stolen bases. So looking to see if he can get on base and create some chaos on the base paths. First pitch from Sanchez is low in the dirt, ball 1.
Evidente, another transfer. Originally from Tucson, but transferred by way of Williston State College.
He takes a strike there, 1-1. Emric just looks fast, doesn't he? Just looks like a speedster out there. Takes that one a little outside, 2-1.
Good patience there. That was close.
He's an infielder wearing number 2. You think Derek Jeter is a hero of his, perhaps?
With the pinstripes even today.
Yeah, it looks good. Very Jeter-esque out there. Sanchez and Marrero going to talk things over.
Get the count, kid.
Get on the same page with the signs.
If you're watching online, I see there's some Magicians fan, but let's do the competition for farthest distance tuning in. Jump into the chat there and let us know where you're watching from.
Wonder if we have any of those players from Florida's parents on the
Hey, I'm reaching further than that. We got a bunch of international players on our team. Let's see if we get.
That's true. The 1-1 from Sanchez to
Good take.
Emrick Avenente, that's inside as well. 2-1. Looks like a curveball that didn't quite get across. 2-1. Actually, it was 3-1, and that's ball 4. Emrick Avenente is going to take the walk. That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do, Jason. Get on base, take some pitches so we could see what this guy's got. Just like that, got a base runner. And David Robeloff will step in.
Let's go, 3.
Robeloff playing right field. Through the first weekend of action, David Robeloff had the most hits for his team.
Let's see if we can get some more of the same today. Other ball.
Takes the ball. He went 6 for 9, Jason. He's hitting a robust 668 on the season.
I like how you rounded up.
Little low there. Catcher tried to frame that and bring it up, but it was below the knees. 2-0. Robeloff and Avenente both in my class.
I have neither
Good
one of
young
them.
men. Yeah, both great young guys. The baseball players are great guys. Been enjoying getting to know them. 2-1. That one's in for a strike. Now he's seen one, as they say. He's seen a strike from Sanchez, knows what it looks like now. I would like to see Emrick take off here from first. He doesn't. Stays pat. There's a snap throw. Almost goes over.
What a grab by the first baseman there. That was saved us.
Cedric over there. Got some high. Yeah, he maybe plays some basketball. He got up there. Cedric Polnitz saves at least one base. Robeloff now has the advantage in the count here, 3-1. That's
First
over.
full count of the day.
Full count.
Ball 4.
Again, I'd be anxious to see if Emrick goes in motion here. If he takes off on the full count. He's gauging his lead over there at first base. He does not. Curveball misses high, I believe. Was that a 2-2 and a 3-2 curveball? Or a 3-1 and a 3-2 curveball? He
I think
trusts
you're
that.
right. Yeah.
So 2 walks. Sanchez, what that tells me is he's trying to find the location on his fastball right now. He trusts that curveball a little more.
Rosalino Valenzuela up to bat. Another transfer from Coalinga College.
Lino went to school in New York, if I'm not wrong, last year. Hits that one through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Avenente waved around third. He's going to score standing up. And Rosalino Valenzuela's got his team on the board with an RBI single.
3-1.
3-1 our score.
And I correct myself, Valenzuela transfer from Westchester Community College.
I believe that's in New York.
Sounds like, yeah, Westchester sounds like that would be.
He was telling me he went to school in the city last year. Westchester's kind of north of the city a little bit, but.
Here's Durso Melendez, the catcher.
Melendez had a pretty good showing last weekend as well. He had a 3-for-3 game, but he also had an 0-for-4 game. Let's channel that 3-for-3 game here. Durso's the catcher. He wears the tools of ignorance there behind the plate when he's in the field. Takes that inside. Sanchez still trying to find the zone there.
Another testament to Coach Zach's ability to recruit another transfer. Durso Melendez from Monroe University.
That one's a little high, 2-0.
Just amazing, though, the ability to recruit to a program that didn't exist. He's able to somehow get buy-in from these guys that are transferring from other schools on what he's building here.
That is a testament. That one's a strike. Melendez is now seeing one over the heart of the plate there. 2-1 the count. Again, 3-1 here, bottom of the first. Lions threatening for more. Sanchez from the stretch. That one's hit high and fairly deep center field. Tagging and bluffing on the go is Roboloff.
Just seeing the arm on that was probably a good decision.
Well, it was a little bit, cutoff wasn't clean, so who knows, but yes. Might as well try, force a throw. So fly out to the center fielder for Melendez, and he is out number 1.
We got Las Cruces and Santa Fe, New Mexico on the viewership at the moment. So far, they're the ones to beat. No one else commenting. Let us know where you're watching from.
Trey Williams, the first baseman, steps in. He's seen a strike one. Trey Williams hit a long ball last weekend. First official home run for the Justice University Lions.
Let's go, 2-2.
A little bit out in front of that one. Chops it foul. Wide of first base, 0-2 the count. Got a couple of these guys with the mustache going. That's the look right now with these baseball guys. And
the mullet and the stash.
The mullet and the stash. In the dirt, good take there by Trey.
They really need to work on the stash, get a little Raleigh fingers action. Remember him?
Yeah,
back in the 80s?
Absolutely. Get a little curl on the edges of the stash. 1-2 count to Trey Williams, the first baseman. Outside, 2-2. Patient approach here for these Lions in the first inning. What you got to do to get a feel for this game. That one's outside. Williams went from 0-2 to 3-2. Showing a lot of good patience at the plate there. When you get 0-2, it's easy to expand your zone further than you should. Here's the full count to Trey Williams from Nathan Sanchez. First, the throw over the second, thrown into center field. Roboloff thought about it, but stayed put instead.
Good coverage from the center fielder there that prevented him from stealing third.
He was crashing in on that play. It looked like a designed pickoff attempt there. Everyone knew it was coming there for LeMoyne Owen. Back to the full count here, Trey Williams. Sanchez, the stretch, and the pitch. Lost that curveball high and outside. And he's walked the bases loaded here.
3 walks here in the first inning for Sanchez. Looks like Coach has something to say, coming out to have a visit with Sanchez on the mound. Probably just a moment to let him gather his thoughts too. He's taking his time getting to the mound.
Federico Dibertini is going to want to erase the memory of those 2 errors in the first inning. And nothing helps erase a memory of a bad play, but like a base knock here with the bases loaded. Freddie went 2 for 4 last weekend, and he had 3 RBIs in one of the contests. I think the one against Benedictine, I believe.
We don't have the full statistician pool that you get in other places, but it'd be really cool to know what runners in scoring position, what his average is with the 3 RBIs.
Well, I'm thinking he had some runners in scoring position to have 3 RBIs on those 2 hits. So,
right, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
wonder. Some guys are just clutch when you get somebody in scoring position. They're the guy you want at the plate.
sure. Dibertini from Italy. The guys call him Freddie. David Roboloff crashing down hard off third base there, trying to perhaps get in the head of Sanchez. and Marrero. 2-0. Both of those low and away. Sanchez still fighting to find that strike zone here. 3 walks and a hit through the first 5 hitters. That one's...
It's working, whatever Robolot's doing over there off the third.
Hear those footsteps that can get in your head a little bit. 3-0 to DiBertini. This is typically, especially if the base is loaded, going to be an automatic take. Sanchez, the stretch.
See if we can
and the
locate it.
delivery. Found it. Strike 1, 3-1.
Put it in play, put it in play.
DiBertini, the shortstop today, with the 3-1 count. Sanchez, the delivery, and the fouled off by DiBertini. Work another full count. Sanchez, I believe, has already thrown more pitches than his counterpart Devin Hancock did in the first inning at this point. Some deep counts. Curveball, laced to left, coming on to the left field. He dives for it.
Dropped it. I don't believe he got that. Everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe. Hard to tell what the call was on that. That's going to be an RBI single.
He slid into it, but I think it just went under his body.
It was
and went able to make
close.
the catch.
But base hit by Federico DiBertini.
That's one of those moments, guys, watching. Can't keep the camera up with you. I apologize. I'm working on it. Good effort from the left fielder, though.
All right, guys, let's go.
Looks like the left fielder is still contending that he caught that ball.
Keep it moving.
Let's go 2-1.
He's still getting set here in left field. Lost a lot of his wardrobe on that diving attempt. His hat, his glasses. Tortolito steps in. This is the third baseman for the Lions, Elian Tortolito. Another lefty.
Up high.
Base is still loaded for the Lions here. 1 out. 3-2 is our score. That one fouled off past third base. One count in the dirt. 2-1.
Tortolito, another transfer, originally from Saratoga Springs, Utah, by way of Bay College.
Holding down the hot corner over there for the Lions, third base. That one's just missed. I believe 3-1. Tortolito back in there. Looking for something to hit from Sanchez here. That one fouled off. And I believe we have another full count.
Let's go 2-1 right here, kid.
Sanchez gets his sign. And the pitch. And he's rung up, strike 3. Got him looking for the second out of the inning.
Hey, not you, kid, not you.
We're not directly behind home plate, so I can say literally nothing about balls and strikes, which is probably good for all of us.
Tortolito, though, thought it was a little down and outside is what it looked like. If it was going to miss anywhere, that's where it looked like it was going to miss, but, again, we can't see it. Where's that sky cam, Matt?
Right. Kato Takahashi.
There it
First pitch
is.
swinging to second. Second baseman fumbles it, gets it back, and picked out beautifully by Polnitz over there for the third out.
Cato not shy at all there at the plate.
He was ready to hack, and that's the third out. So the Lions had 2 hits, 2 runs, had 3 left on, and at the end of one, 3-2, Magicians over the Lions.
Back for the top of the second inning. 3-2 Magicians is the score.
I think Nathan Sanchez did a little bit of a magician's trick to get out of that one. Bases loaded, one out. And Ryan Meglis, the center fielder, going to lead off the second. Devin Hancock misses in on that one.
Even that first inning, you know, barring those errors, probably would have gone quite differently because Hancock had a pretty strong first inning.
He did. Misses that one low. 2-0. It's interesting, too, how errors and walks can really hurt you. And we saw both of those things come into play in the first, both halves of the first. 2-0 to Meglis. The breaking ball in there for a strike. Strike two.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Meglis from Columbia, Tennessee. Freshman.
Right in there and rung him up. Great pitch by Hancock.
Set him up and knock him down. Second strikeout for Devin Hancock.
Is that a curve there?
That was.
Yeah.
Got him looking. You write the backwards K when they're caught looking. That's how I was taught.
Matt Shively, not the official scorekeeper today, but doing a fantastic job if you were.
Jonathan Coleman digs in with one out here in the second. The left fielder almost made a spectacular catch in the first inning. Base hit on the first pitch to center. Maybe perhaps some anger behind that one after that was not called a catch. He thought it was.
Gotta complete the catch. I think that's what happened. I think he did get it sliding in, but then when he hit the ground, the ball popped out.
Or they called a trap or something. My angle's not great, so.
Because it looked like he had the ball, and then he had to reach down to the ground and grab it. So at some point it came out, but.
Mason Bevel or Bevel. You guys can correct us in the chat if we're saying that wrong. Stepping in here. The right fielder. Jonathan Coleman looks like he might want to run here. Devin Hancock agreed with me. Checking on him over there.
We got a Chicago viewer and a Utah viewer.
1-0 to Bevel. Swung on and missed. Evening the count at 1-1. Bevel from Pleasant Grove, Alabama. Went to Pleasant Grove High School last year, another freshman.
Good pick out of the dirt there by Trey Williams, saving another error there.
Just like I had said, they are concerned that Coleman might take off here.
You talked about our guy at the beginning of the game. This Coleman looks fast too.
He does. That one's fouled away and out of play. 1-2 the count to Bevel. First base coach talking to Coleman there, giving him a hint on Hancock's pickoff move, perhaps. Curveball, hit through the hole, base hit. The 8-9 guys doing some damage for the Magicians. 2 on, no outs. Good piece of hitting there.
Get that double play, huh?
Well, it's like you said in the first inning. You get to look at the pitcher. The guys can come back and kind of give what they see to the guys on the bench waiting to hit. And so these later hitters might have gotten some tips that we don't know about.
Swinging at the first pitch tells me too that, as we saw, Hancock got ahead a lot in the first inning, and so if he's grooving a first pitch fastball, you might as well go up there swinging. Back to the top of the order, and Mikey Rivera. He's first pitch swinging deep to right center. That ball is going to one hop the wall. Coleman's going to score easily. Bevel's going to try his luck. Here's the throw to the plate. One hopper, perfect throw. He's got him. And he's out of there at the plate. Hopefully Bevel's okay there. A little bit more of a collision than you want to see. That ball was up the line slightly, right in the path where he didn't really have room to get around the catcher, and so a little bit of a collision there. Obviously, they've cut way down on that in recent years in baseball.
I mean, you're talking about the runner. Looks like Melendez is
A little shaken
shaken
up
up
as
too.
well. He's got more gear on, so hopefully, again, just some cobwebs, but we don't know. We're not sure what's going on.
He just
there.
took a seat here. You're hoping maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him or something. I don't know. I mean, you can never be too careful with this stuff, though, gear or not.
Right. Well, RBI for Mikey Rivera, scoring Coleman all the way from second there. Bevel thrown out at the plate.
Looks like he's nursing an ankle or a knee on the right side.
8-4-2 on that putout.
You can tell he wants to stay in there. He's just making sure he can do what he needs to do behind the plate.
Little nod there to his coach. Like he said, he's wanting to get back in there.
All right, good job.
Yep, he's masking up.
Coach from the Magicians checking on him, getting some cold water on his head. I'd like to see that sportsmanship. These young men are all great human beings that both coaches want to take care of. I like that.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before, but that was good.
I always thought you were supposed to rub dirt on it when you got hurt, but cold water helps too when it's getting a little warm. Appreciate at least the coach's presence of mind to go check on him, at least.
Stepping back there, what a great play.
Great throw.
First of all, what a great throw, but
Great
what
relay.
a good way to hold on to the ball from Melendez, too.
And he picks it on a short hop. That's a hard play when you got someone bearing down on you like that. Well, Sincere Lozano up for his second at bat. He reached on an error and scored his first time up. Takes strike one. 4-2 the score.
Thank you for that, Matt. I got lost a little bit in that, in that play. Like, how many runs got across there?
Chopper to shortstop.
There we go.
Federico got that one, no problem. I guess that was the third out. I missed an out in there. Well, at the end of one,
he struck one out, didn't he?
he struck one out. That's right. He
Struck
did.
one out, and he had then the collision at the plate, and then just now the.
That's right. The strikeout was the first out.
Well, we will be back with you for the bottom of the second here from Mesa, Arizona, 4-2, Magicians. All right, coming back to you for the bottom of the second. Lions at the plate. Going to be
Cy Peterson. I think he was named after Cy Young.
maybe. I don't know. If you got a name like Cy, you got to end up playing ball, don't
I
you?
think so. Not a pitcher, though. He's a center fielder.
Another transfer from Elk Grove, California, Feather River College. I'm learning about a lot of colleges I've never heard of before
Cy
today.
Peterson bunts one. Back to the pitcher. Gets it gathered. Nice stretch there.
He had
By
to.
pull mitts.
Yeah, it's the second or third time he's had to pull it out of the dirt.
He plays a good first base over there. 1-3 out on the bunt. Back to the top of the order, and Emmerich Evidente.
Interesting call there on the leadoff.
Yeah, trying to bunt for a base hit, start the inning. The 9-hole hitter can sometimes kind of be like an extra leadoff hitter when he's fast, and a contact hitter like Cy Peterson is. Evidente swinging at the first pitch. A little different approach than we saw in the first round against Sanchez, who really struggled to throw strikes. But they're swinging at the first pitch. Technically, Peterson bunted at the first pitch. But 1-1, the count. 4-2, our score. Magicians got their runs on a 3-run homer and then an RBI double.
2-1.
The Lions got their runs on an RBI hit by Valenzuela and an RBI single as well by Tibertini.
3-1, ball's high there.
Hitters count here, 3-1. He's got to come to you. See if Emmerich can be patient and
Good take.
I think he was surprised that was called a ball.
That was definitely close, but we'll take it.
But he will take his walk, as you say. 2 walks for Evidente. You like to see that out of your leadoff hitter. Working those counts, getting on base. David Roboloth steps in for his second at bat.
Go 3.
Chops one to third, goes to second for 1. Across the first, can't get it. They wanted that double play, but Roboloth beats it out.
He was running full steam there. That's why you follow through on the run, you know?
You got to keep, yep, exactly. Roboloth reaches on the fielder's choice. And Lino Valenzuela back up for his second hit here. Like to see Valenzuela get into one here. Coach Zach was telling us he's got one of the hardest exit velocities in their training program off a soft toss. Generates that bat speed and that power for sure. That one was low, 1-0 to count. Roboloth back in the pickoff attempt. Another great pick over there by Polnitz on that attempted double play. Again, playing a great first base for the Magicians. There goes Roboloth, and he is in there with a stolen base. David Roboloth takes the team lead with his 4th stolen base of the season.
Gets a little fist bump from the second baseman. Says, well done.
Game recognizing game right there. Rosalino Valenzuela again. He's a big guy.
6'5", man. That's a tall ball player.
The designated hitter today. That one's high. He also plays some first base when called into action. Looking for his pitch to drive with a runner in scoring position. Roboloth at second. Sanchez checks the runner. Here comes the pitch. And Lino's going to take another walk. Will take his first walk. Another walk for the Lions. And again, the Lions threatening here.
There's some Melendez. See how he's feeling after that collision here at the plate.
I wouldn't even be able to tell with how he's striding up there. But
No, definitely not.
Durso looking to, after that great play at the plate, have a good at bat here, help his team out. Sanchez checks the runner. And here's the first pitch of the at bat in there for a strike.
Looked a little high from our vantage point, but we're not where the ump is.
That's true. That one's in the dirt, ball one. He's been liking his curveball today.
Good block there by Marrero, too.
Marrero, the offensive star for the Magicians thus far in this game, with that long ball. That one's high and away. 2-1 to Melendez.
I don't think he's liking that call. He just waved the catcher off on that one.
Shaking off his battery mate there. That one ripped to left field, and that's going to get over the head of Coleman. Roboloth will jog in. Rosalino Valenzuela's in at third. Throw to second. The throw is wide, and Melendez in there with an RBI double. 4-3.
Did you see the celebration there, Matt?
It was.
No, he tossed a grenade, and then he covered his ears and went down, and all of his teammates in the dugout went boom.
My goodness. Gotta love the game of baseball and the celebrations. Looks like that might be it for Sanchez. Magicians head coach coming out to get him. Man warm in the bullpen. Looks like a lefty coming in. We'll get you more details on him when we see his number.
I think he just received the news. Yep. Out goes Sanchez. Tough outing for him.
Sanchez officially went 1 2/3 innings, and he gave up 3 runs, and he's responsible for those men on base. And we'll step away for a second as the new southpaw for the Magicians gets warm. We'll tell you about him in a second.
Back here in Mesa on this beautiful 75-degree day. Magicians just went to the bullpen for the first time after just one and 2/3 innings for Sanchez.
Adil Gonzalez, the pitcher for the Magicians.
We're going to go lefty on lefty here, it looks
Lefty
like.
on lefty. He's a junior out of San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Trey Williams, one of the power hitters on the roster. Another transfer. He's actually played D1, D2 as well, so he's got some high-level experience, but he is most immediately from Corbin University, originally from Bend, Oregon.
Resetting the score here. It's 4-3 Magicians. And the 2 outs, 2 on. And Gonzalez brought in to face the lefty Trey Williams. 2 of the next 3 hitters are lefties for the Lions. Could be part of why he's doing that, or could be a long relief situation for Gonzalez too, it being so early in this game. We'll see how that all plays out.
I think they're talking about your question over there about
I think so.
if Sanchez is going to continue as a DH or not. Brian Young and Zach Chilton out there to figure this out with the umpire. All right, they got it figured out. Here we go.
Trying to figure out what's going on. All the dugout players were out of the dugout there for LeMoyne Owen. Not sure what was happening. But here's the pitch from Gonzalez.
Starts up high, just like his predecessor.
Looks like that might have been a breaking ball of sorts. Saw some spin on that. Working pretty fast here. Here's the 1-0. Ripped to right and out of play. 1-1. Williams ahead of that pitch from Gonzalez.
First couple pitches look a bit slower than Sanchez was throwing, so guys got to adjust.
Ducks on the pond here for Williams. See what he can do with it. That one low in the dirt. Trey Williams holds up the stop sign, telling Rosalina Valenzuela, I don't think Rosalina was going anywhere.
I don't either.
That ball would have had to really get away from the catcher. Here's the 2-1. Also low, 3-1 in the hitter's count. You've seen how Trey kind of kicks the dirt after a ball there, just to kind of psych himself up a little bit. Keep his head in the game here. Lock in, as they say. Here's the 3-1. Gonzalez to Williams.
Good take.
Low and away, ball 4. It's going to load him up. It seems like Federico DiBertini gets the bases loaded every time he comes to the plate.
That he does.
It worked well last time. Let's see what happens here.
Federico, one of many international players here on this Lions roster. Coach Zach doing a fantastic job pulling from all corners of the world. Australia, Japan, Mexico, Italy, obviously. Not to mention all over the U.S., so.
First pitch from Gonzalez, low. DiBertini lifts his leg to show it was pretty far inside. I was talking to Freddie the first day. He was telling me he was from Italy and an athlete. I assumed soccer. I was wrong on that assumption. There's a strike. Over the hard
really,
plate.
Italy has had some showings in basketball as well. I mean,
It's
it could have
true.
really been any of them. But
It's true. 1-1 to Federico Dibertini. That one's
Inside.
just a bit inside. Good take. 2-1.
pitcher not liking that one.
He wanted that. Some more favorable lefty pitcher on righty hitter matchup for the Lions. And again, Libertini has a knack of coming up with the bases loaded. And he's worked a 3-1 count. Nowhere to put him. Gonzalez will have to come to him here.
I mean, we'll go ahead and put him on first. It'll just require somebody to come to home.
We'll take that exchange. Gonzalez, the 3-1. Here's the pitch. And that's strike two. Libertini thought he had himself an RBI walk.
A very delayed call by the home plate umpire. That's partially why he thought he got the call.
Walk of shame back to get his bat, which he tossed aside in glee. But there's no shame here. He's good. Honest mistake. Well, full count, bases loaded, 2 outs. Gonzalez comes set to Federico Tibertini.
There we
And
go.
that one is ball 4. And LeMoyne Owen coaching staff did not like that call.
They're even further over than we are, and they're complaining. They're calling balls and strikes over there. But
Rosalina Valenzuela comes home for the 4th run. We got a tie ball game.
I don't know if it was so much that pitch or just the calls in general, that batter. I think there were a couple that they wanted. But that last one looked pretty clearly outside and down.
And the umpire's giving coach a warning here. Baseball can be a very impassioned game, as most sports. This coach is being told where the line is there. Well, Gonzalez still has the bases loaded. Facing Elian Tortolito, the 3rd baseman for the Lions. Struck out looking his first time up. That was in the dirt. Nice block there by Marrero.
There's that little bit of acting out there. Oh, do we have a pinch runner out there? Is that Dallin Stokes?
Good eye. That is definitely
Yeah, it's Dallin Stokes, number 23.
Dallin's a pitcher. I think that might have been a courtesy runner for the catcher there, Jason. They're allowed to do that. He's not subbed out of the game. There's a hit to right center. Tracking is the right fielder, and he's under it for the 3rd out of the inning.
But the damage is done.
The damage is done. In the inning, 2 runs come across on several walks and a double. So 1 hit, 3 left on again, 2 in. So at the end of 2, 4-4.
Back for the top of the third inning. 4-4 is the score.
New ball game. Kevin Maya steps in for his second at bat. He struck out in the first.
Devin Hancock still pitching here for the Lions. Saw a pitching change last inning for the Magicians.
That ball popped up foul, giving chase is both the first baseman and the catcher, and that will fall out of play. Owen won the count to Maya. Kevin Maya's the third baseman for the Magicians. That ball is across for strike 2. Look like a slider or breaking ball of some sorts, maybe a cutter. The 0-2 to Maya from Devin Hancock. Got 2 Ks on the afternoon. Fouled away. Just got a piece of that one. Hancock has been throwing strikes. Not walking anyone so far. That one's high and away. Ball 1.
I was going to say you had to do it, didn't you, Matt?
I know. You're allowed to throw a ball every once in a while. Sometimes you could be effectively wild if you get him to chase. 1-2. In the dirt. He did not go. Checked his swing to the first base umpire.
I wonder if pink is somehow a third color or something for the Magicians. Lots of them have the pink trim or the pink gloves.
It looks good. I like it.
Yeah.
Breaking ball over for strike 3.
2 of those 3 strikes batter did not like. Little lean to the head like, I don't know.
Maya's a strikeout victim for the second time this afternoon.
Appreciate all of you tuning in from all over the place. Checking out the broadcast. Happy to bring it to you when you weren't able to be here with us.
Cedric Polnitz, first baseman, takes a cut at that. Looks like he got a piece of Melendez.
Umpire doing the courtesy walk to the pitcher.
Polnitz plays a great first base over there. He saved a couple of errors already.
When you're the umpire, you want to take care of that catcher. He's the only thing between you and the fastball.
That is true. It's a pitch from Hancock. Melendez chops it wide of third. 0-2. You got him sped up. Like to see a breaking ball or a changeup or something like that from Hancock here. Something maybe slightly out of the zone. Get him the chase. Here's the 0-2 from Devin Hancock to Cedric Polnitz.
Up in the air towards center.
It's in no man's land a little bit there. Tibertini can't get to it. That's going to fall for a bloop double as Cedric Polnitz is hustling. I like how he plays ball, Jason.
Yeah, he is a hustle player.
Taking nothing for granted out there. That's going to go as a double for Cedric Polnitz. Right into no man's land there between the center fielder Avenente playing way deep and Federico Tibertini, who just couldn't quite get there.
Here's Mr. Offense coming here so far in this game. Marrero.
Here comes trouble. Ibrahim Marrero steps in after his 3-run homer in the first. Done most of the offensive damage for the Magicians. Hancock wants to be careful here. Have a free base if you want to put him on, but the bottom part of the order did some damage too. Strike one. Starts him with a breaking ball. '40th pitch of the afternoon upcoming here for Devin Hancock. That one's low, away.
1-1.
Hancock looks in, gets his sign, checks the runner at second. And here's the pitch. 2-1. I feel like if you go 3-1 here, you might as well just put him on.
Yeah, you don't want to give something right. You don't want to give something for Morero to hit.
See if you can fight back in the count here. He kicks and fires. That's over for strike two.
Morero doesn't like that. The catcher always questioning.
A little bit more aware of the umpire's strike zone than most, perhaps. Hey, wait, that wasn't a strike for us. Hancock kicks and fires and gets him swinging. Nice adjustment there. Curveball. Got Morero out front a little bit, and that's the second out of the inning.
Spent a few pitches there and that at bat going down in the dirt. And Morero, I think, was looking for something a bit mid to low, and he went up high with that last one. Good pitch from Hancock.
Fourth strikeout for Hancock. And who started as his opponent on the mound, Nathan Sanchez, now the DH, steps in with 2 outs. Sanchez, I think, swing at the first pitch last at bat. Didn't get a chance to mention. He's got a kind of an old school vibe about him. No batting gloves. He's got a lot going on, a lot of things on his fingers, and a neon green elbow guard there. Fouled away. (0-2) or 1-1? Lost track here.
I believe that's, 1-1. The first pitch was high.
1-1 pitch here from Hancock. Laced to second base. Stopped there by Aveninte. Throws it across to retire the side. So one hit, the bloop double by Polnitz. He's stranded at first. No runs, no errors. Just the one left on. We go to the bottom of the third in a 4-4 tie.
All right, back with you here in Mesa. Beautiful view of the Superstition Mountains out east. And a 4-4 ball game between the Lions and the Magicians of LeMoyne Owen. Those of you that are watching that aren't fans of LeMoyne Owen and don't even know maybe where they're from, they are a HBCU actually, traditionally from Memphis, Tennessee. Made the trip out west, I'm assuming, to play more than just us, but getting a weekend series in here with us. A Division II program as well.
Kato Takahashi steps in for his second at bat. From Gonzalez, came in, retired the last out in the previous inning, and now this is his first full inning of work. That was high and away. 1-0 to Takahashi. On the ground to the shortstop. He gathers, throws across, and gets Takahashi by about a half step over there at first, 1 away.
It's a couple quick swings for Kato today.
He's up there hacking for sure. Kevin Maya showing a strong arm over there at third. Not panicking, and Takahashi can run and got him by a half step. And Cy Peterson gonna hopefully get things going here with 1 out for the Lions. Peterson bunted, trying to get on base last time and was thrown out. Took that one away. 1-0 the count.
Side batting left, but throws right.
You see that more often than you see the opposite. Throwing left and batting right. You don't see that very often, unless it's Randy Johnson who used to do that. Pitchers don't hit very well anyway. Oh, that one hurts. Hits him on the top of the shoulder, perhaps.
I thought that got the helmet. It sounded like
Maybe
a
the helmet.
little crack on the plastic.
Looks like he's shaking the cobwebs there. That one definitely got away from Gonzalez, and Cy will take his base. Hit by pitch for Cy Peterson.
Yeah, I see it caught him on the right on the ear plate. It looks like he's messing with his ear.
Definitely made an interesting sound. Was whatever it hit there. He's good though. Thumbs up. Back to the top of the order, and Emmerich Avenente. Emmerich is 0 for 0 today with 2 walks. No official at bat, but been on the bases, causing havoc. Steps in, Gonzalez, the lefty. Checking on the runner over there. That ball's laced down the left field line. It is a fair ball into the corner.
Sends one through third.
Here comes Peterson. He's going to score, and that's an RBI double for Emmerich Avenente. The Lions jump on top, 5-4.
Peterson still shaking off the cobwebs a bit coming off. I think he's going to be glad to be back in the dugout here. Well, what a hit. Right down the line, the left fielder signaled out as he was running toward the ball. But no such luck. Landed fair.
Maybe he was just hoping it would be foul. But the umpire's looking right down that line. He's got probably a better angle in some ways, but
comes Robeloth back to the plate here in a second.
Not sure what the conference on the mound's all about. We got a couple coaches coming out.
They're kind of looking out to the left field. Is there something?
I'm not sure. I can't see him from my vantage point. I think he's still arguing the fair ball call.
He's back on the field of play now. I'm not sure if that's what the argument is.
We're pitching coach chatting it over with Gonzalez while the head coach Brian Young is talking to the umpire. They're bringing him in. I don't know if they're making a switch of left fielder. Perhaps Coleman's coming on to pitch. That's what's happening. Coleman is coming on to pitch. Man, Jason, I got there a little slow. No, he's coming.
No, he's running right by.
Maybe he's getting
Maybe
his
he
pitching
went.
glove. I don't know. Well, we will tell you what's happening here in a second. Quick delay is I believe we are having a pitching change.
Although I don't know, that's the pitching coach out on the mound. That's not the head coach. So
Okay, so what I think is happening is they are taking the left fielder out of the game to go warm up to pitch. They're moving the right fielder over to left field, and they're bringing in a new right fielder. The pitching is staying the same.
for now,
For now. Did we cover that? Did we get that?
you got a better eye than I do because I'm not.
Yikes. Okay, so what we have going on is Mason.
Is a 5-4 lead. I know that much.
Yes, Mason Bevel's going to switch over to left field. Jonathan Coleman is going to I believe come out of the game. And I did not get the number of the new left fielder, so we will tell you about him.
This is a new,
The
new thing for me too. I didn't
The
know.
new right fielder is number 23. So the new right fielder is number 23.
Okay, 23 is Henderson. I don't have a first name.
All right, so Henderson's coming in for Coleman, and Bevel's moving from right field to left field.
It's a new thing for me too. If he can come out of the game and go pitch after coming out as an outfielder.
Or maybe he just came out of the game.
He might have come out. Maybe he was down because remember he took a while for us to see him back on the field again. Maybe after he launched that throw from left.
So it's DeMons Henderson Jr. takes over in right field. Well, apologies if we got any of that substitution wrong. We will correct it as those players come up to bat.
I think the umpires are still kind of trying to figure it out themselves a little bit.
Zach Chilton's out talking to Ibrahim Marrero. Saw them shaking hands and talking shop over there. Well, as it stands, we have one out in this inning. Man on second base, David Roboloth will be the hitter in a 5-4 Lions lead.
I didn't know he got thrown out.
Roboloth, another transfer. I know I keep saying that, but it's very impressive. Ottawa University just across town, and actually one of our frequent opponents at Justice. So it'll be interesting to see if they're playing that game this year.
I think I saw them on our schedule once or
so,
twice. I didn't see Park, though. I was looking at that on the way over. So I don't have Park on the schedule, but we do have Ottawa. Well, David Roboloth, after a lengthy substitution delay, comes in, gets set. Gonzalez, which Gonzalez is the one that probably benefits from that the least. Roboloth showing bunt, and Avenente will steal third as he pulls back the bat and takes ball one. Avenente gets his fourth steal of the year.
Up high again.
2-0. Roboloth is not afraid to take his walks as well and get on base. He and Avenente both have 4 steals on the season. That one's fouled away right at your truck, Jason.
I didn't hear glass breaking, so that's a good.
2-1. That one's high. 3-1. Gonzalez is missing high.
Both of these Magicians pitchers to start off with having trouble with the high ball.
And that's usually when you don't follow through and maybe your leg's laying in a little straight as it's coming down. You leave it up high. That one's in the dirt. That's going to be ball 4.
Bit of an overcorrection on that
A
one.
little overcorrection. Roboloff will take his base. I would not. That's going to do it for Gonzalez. Waiting for Roboloff to get to first, I think, so he can bring in his. Brian Young's got the hook with him. That's going to be it for Gonzalez. 2 pitching changes here in 2 1/3 innings. Number 15 coming in to pitch, another lefty. Oh, or maybe a righty. He's holding his glove. I can't tell which hand he throws
It's
with.
looks like it's a left-handed glove, so it should be. I think he's a righty. 15 is Anderson.
Anderson coming on the pitch. We'll tell you more about him after he warms up, and we'll be right back. Xavier Anderson in to pitch for the Magicians.
Our left fielder? Their left fielder.
We're still trying to figure out the mystery of the subs in the outfield for the Magicians. They're very mysterious, those Magicians, Jason.
It's almost like they're an illusion out there.
It is. Well, Rosalino Valenzuela in for the new, to face the new right-handed hurler for the Magicians. Xavier Anderson. Anderson misses ball 1. Got runners on the corner. Surprised I didn't see Roboloff take off on that first pitch. Let's see if he does on the second pitch. There he goes. That one's popped up. Shallow right. Roboloff's got to get back. Tagging and scoring is Avenente. And that's an RBI sac fly for Rosalino Valenzuela. Lions add a second run. Up 6-4 now. David Roboloff did a lot of running out there. He was all the way past second, then he had to come all the way back to first. 2 outs now.
Good communication by his teammates, though, because everybody immediately called pop right when it went up in the air, and he immediately turned back around.
Melendez takes strike 1. Durso Melendez 1 for 2 with an RBI double. You always like it when you get 3 at-bats in 3 innings as a hitter. Coming up every inning is a good thing. Good problem when you're a hitter. Xavier Anderson concerned about Roboloth, who's been running wind sprints over there. Here he goes again. Curveball hit the third base. Maya, gloves, throws across. And I believe Cedric Polnitz was pulled off the bag, and Melendez is going to be safe.
I thought I saw the ump signal out. Is that not?
No,
Okay.
he's saying his foot was off the bag, and he's going to reach. Roboloth at second now.
You going with a hit on that? Zoe, hit or fielder's choice on that one? Hit.
Just talking to the official scorer, we're going to go with a hit on that one for Melendez, who, again, as you mentioned last time, Dallin Stokes coming out to be the courtesy runner for Melendez. The catcher and pitcher can have that. Trey Williams at the plate. High. Trey's been just itching for a pitch to hit all game. Hasn't been getting one. He, like Emric Avenente, has walked twice. Let's see what he can do with this one. Avenente hit a double his third time. Ripped to right field, but right at the right fielder, who's going to slide and make the catch and retire the side.
But a long, productive inning for the Lions there.
It was a rope, but it was out. And the Lions add on 2 more, and they jump on top 6-4 in that inning. The Lions left 2 on base, but they had 2 hits. No errors, 2 left on, 2 runs. At the end of 3, 6-4 Lions.
This Breaking the Action being brought to you by the Prof G and Shively Next Play podcast, released every Thursday. We talk about everything Justice University athletics, as well as some helpful tidbits of information on each episode. We hope you tune in with us. We have it on Apple Podcasts as well as YouTube, the Prof G and Shively podcast.
Top of the 4th inning here. This game is moving pretty slow, Jason. Ryan Meglis, the hitter, center fielder. He struck out looking his first time up.
I mean, you want to see the pitchers, kind of get a hold of it and stay in the game, but at the same time, if they're subbing pitchers on the Magician side, that means we're doing something right. So
that is true. There's a strike. Hancock getting ahead there. All right, I think I figured out what happened with our subbing. We'll talk about it here in a second.
Swing and a miss.
Nice curveball there. Melendez again.
Getting beat up back there today, man.
Just getting beat up. Okay, so Coleman, I believe, moved to right when we didn't realize it with the first pitching change. The left fielder didn't catch who that was. Then, second pitching change, Coleman moved back to left, and they brought in Henderson in right. So whoever played left for a while didn't catch it. But I think that's where we are. We're up to speed now. Curveball laced into left field for a hit. And taking a wide turn at first there is Ryan Meglis, leading off the fourth inning with a base hit for the Magicians.
Just a strong hit right in the gap there between short and third.
Tony Gwynn famously named that the 5-6 hole, because that's between the third baseman and the shortstop, whose numbers are 5 and 6 as you're scoring in baseball. Coleman back up. He had a hit on the first pitch, his last and first at bat. Swing and misses on that one. Coleman 1 for 1, scored a run. Took strike one this time. Pickoff move. He gets back. Devin Hancock checking the speedy Magician bottom of the order guys. That time he is out. Great pickoff by Devin Hancock. Does it twice in a row. That time he gets him. Catches him leaning. Ryan Meglis picked off 1-3 for the first out.
An insult to injury. He is just covered in dirt over there, and he gets to look at that now on his way back to the dugout. Proof he did something in the game, though, right? When you come back all dirty like that?
Got to get dirty. Absolutely. You didn't play if you're not dirty. Fouled off by Coleman.
Back toward my truck. Oof, off the wall. Right behind my truck. Our producer Jessie has her headset on. I'm going to say this really quiet. I'm kind of surprised she hasn't offered to move the truck yet. I'm just saying.
One more foul ball might be the magic touch there. That one's high and away. Coleman is behind in the count here, 1-2. Has one finger on his left hand up in the air as he holds his bat. That one's high, 2-2. Coleman is a notoriously fast name in the realm of baseball. One of the fastest men to ever play the game, Vince Coleman. He stole 70 bases one year.
That's not easy to do.
Not easy to do. And just inside, Hancock wanted that one, as did the Lions faithful. It's going to be full count. Melendez having a quick little convo with the umpire. Jonathan Coleman worked the count full. Devin Hancock, here's the full count delivery. Hit up the middle, and that's going to be stopped by Avenente, but not in time to get the speedy Coleman. That's an infield hit for Coleman. Coleman's 2 for 2.
Great effort. That would have been, that would have made the highlights there if he would have gotten that play, but just couldn't get his hand on the ball out of his glove.
When he hit that, I thought that was going to be problems. The speedy runner and just almost all the way up the middle. He did good just to cut that off. And Coleman is a one-out base runner for the Magicians, chasing 2 runs here. Here comes a new person for our purposes. Number 15 is up. This is Xavier Anderson, who's now pitching. And he has a base hit down the line. Little chopper over toward Alito.
Smart base running, stays at second there.
And Xavier Anderson has himself a hit.
I disappeared there for a second. I had to turn around and hear people complimenting you, Matt, about being smart.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. I have headphones on. You have to tell me all these things.
I'm telling you right now.
Mikey Rivera.
They said, man, Matt's really smart. I said, I know, right? He knows his game.
Next time they talk to you, see if they can get a couple hot dogs over here. Mikey Rivera steps in.
Producer Jesse heard me ask about moving the truck, and I turned around and she said no. So I don't know if the hot dogs are going to happen.
That's okay. That's okay. I should have come prepared. It's my own fault.
I'm telling you, there's a quick trip right up the street here. You can grab a couple hot dogs.
Mikey Rivera hits one deep to left center. Going back on it is Takahashi, and he can't get there. One hops the wall. Here comes the relay throw. Coleman's motoring around third, and he's going to score double. I can't get over the baseball celebrations. They're really funny. That was a lot of celebrating going on for Mikey Rivera, as he should. With the RBI knock. Scoring Coleman. Xavier Anderson the third. To third. And the Magicians have something cooking with only one out. And Sincere Lozano, the hitter. Courtesy runner.
Head coach Brian Young coming out and giving a big hug to his batter, and turns around and lets out a scream to his dugout, trying to get his team back into this thing.
Actually, no courtesy runner out there. I thought someone came out for Anderson. I looked down and saw movement. Lozano takes a strike. Curveball over the edge there. Hancock's got a little bit of a jam going here. It's going to take some work to get out of this with no further damage. Another good breaking ball. Lozano ahead of that one. Strike two.
That's one way to do it.
Lozano reached on an error and also grounded out to the shortstop. That ball's ripped to center. Back on it is the center fielder. Cy Peterson, his throw goes towards third base, cut off by Tibertini. But Xavier Anderson scores the tying run, and we're back to even here. 6-6.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, is Hancock only responsible for 4 of those because of the 2 errors?
Yes, I believe that those 2 of the 3 runs on the 3-run homer were unearned.
Yes. A gift for you from producer Jesse.
Hey!
It's not a hot dog, but it is.
I will pretend it
It
is
is some sort of a meat stick. So
meat stick.
that's really what a hot dog is, isn't it?
It is. It's just a hot stick of meat. That's all that is.
I'll give a little shout out to my dad here, who's probably watching the game. But my dad, growing up, we'd eat the bar ass hot dogs. You know, the not pure beef ones. We'll say that, but they were good growing up. So
that one fouled off.
He would always say, though, I'd say, "What are we having for dinner, Dad?" And he'd say, "Tube steaks."
Tube steaks. That's it.
Yep. So, Dad, if you want to come to the second game and bring some tube steaks with you, feel free.
Kevin Maya's still got runners on third base. Seeing if they can break ahead here in the 4th. That one fouled away. Maya has been a strikeout victim twice today. Looking for contact here. Hancock, however, looking for another strikeout. Hancock sitting on 4 Ks. And got his 3rd strikeout, much to the chagrin of not only Maya, but his entire dugout of
They're saying he turned on that swing, didn't check. So I don't think they're fans of that over in the Magicians dugout, but 6-6 is the score going into the bottom of the 4th inning.
4 hits, 2 runs, 1 left on.
And let me say, I might be a magician myself, as I just literally manifested my dad at the game.
And he just showed up.
Yes, I said, "Dad, come to the game," and my dad is now here at the game.
Nice work.
I'm saying, we'll see you in just a minute.
Bottom of the fourth. 6-6 game. Been a great afternoon of action so far. Federico Dibertini steps in for his third at bat. First at bat with nobody on base. He's come up with the bases loaded twice. Takes a strike. Freddie takes another strike. Seen the strike. Seen a fastball and a curveball over for a strike from Xavier Anderson. 0-2 for the leadoff hitter of this inning for the Lions. Rips one to center field, right? Couple steps back of the center fielder who makes the catch and puts it away. That's Ryan Meglis out there for the first out of the inning.
As I said to my kids, sometimes missed it by that much.
So close. I'm looking for a wild pitch. My wife said I have to drop it just a bit outside in today. That's my goal. But we haven't done a lot of wild pitches.
No. Let's call for it when these guys are pitching, not when we're pitching. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. We could call for it right now, right?
Sure.
Elian Tortolito.
You know how you do that. You say, this pitcher has been pitching well since he came in.
Yes, the old broadcaster jinx. That one's up high. Tortolito's looking to get off the snide here. He's had a rough start of the season from the plate.
Wait, back up now. What did you just say?
Get off the snide.
What's get off the snide?
Get off the foul ball. Snide is when it's not going so great for you. You're a little bit in the have a little bit of a struggle getting hits.
Is that the one that's not in Webster's, but it is in Shively Dictionary? So
yeah. Oh yeah. It's a baseballism.
Oh, okay.
Totally.
I'll go with you on that.
And he will not here. That's a strike. That's strike two. Breaking ball fooled him.
A couple of balls have gone over like they're going to hit.
When you're struggling, you want to break out. That's getting out off the snide.
Foul ball,
Another curveball. That one misses high. Works the count full.
I got to write all these little baseballisms down, so if you're not around, I have words to use.
That's it. I'll try to use as many as I can today to help you out. Can start a dictionary or a catalog. That ball fouled back a little bit too near our camera there. I don't know if you saw that one coming into your living room. I apologize.
I wish we had replay. I want to go back and look at what that looked like. It's that probably looked like that. You seen those reels, the pranks online that you have you watch something and something jumps out at you?
Right. That one is going to miss off the edge. Another close one there, but that's ball four. For Tortolito's going to take his base. One out walk. And the Lions got a man on board. For Kaito Takahashi, the left fielder.
I think we got two first pitch swings for Kaito this first couple.
I think Kaito took one. I think he swung and missed. I think he's seen three pitches. 2 at bats. So you're calling for another first pitch swing here.
I am, but he hasn't been successful at either one, so
It's true.
maybe Coach Zach having him lay off the first one just to see what. He's looking over there. The signal's coming from Coach.
Kaito gets his sign there, steps in, does a nice little nod to the umpire. Very that Japanese culture. A lot of respect to the umpire. You see that with Shohei a lot in the major leagues. Kaito showing bunt, but pulls it back, takes a ball.
It is Kaito.
It is Kaito. I just keep saying it wrong. That's on me.
Kaito in my class, coming all the way from Tokyo, Japan to play for Justice.
Made quite the splash in their preseason as well. That bunt attempt is going to be unsuccessful. Strike one, 1-1. Kaito hit a couple home runs in their inter-squad World Series, and Coach Zach let Kato's former coach know, and was a little surprised by that. Not always showing pop. Strike two, breaking ball over. And now he's down 1-2. I don't think bunting is a thing of the present anymore for Kaito.
It's going to probably be swinging here.
1 out. Tortolito gets his lead off first. Breaking ball, he waits on it, he hits it down the left field line, and that's going to be foul. But a good hang with, fooled by the breaking ball, it's still able to get a bat on it. Takahashi gets back in. 1-2 delivery from Anderson. Checks on the runner, and here's the pitch. That one ripped to right field over the head of the right fielder and down for a hit. Takahashi coming, Tortolito on his horse. He's going to hold up at third. Taka gets away from the second baseman, but not enough for anybody to advance. But that's a 1-out double for Kato Takahashi.
Got the Prof G, the fan over here. Just get out what's going back there. Need to lay off of some of that, but that was a solid hit from Kato.
Solid hit, going opposite field, getting it over that speedy right fielder. And that ball just kept carrying. And Cy Peterson back up for his third at bat.
So I got some friends or family here. He's a local guy. Cheering for him.
Got hit by a pitch and scored a run his last at bat. Tried to bunt for a hit in the first, or the second that is, and was unsuccessful. So he's 0 for 1.
Actually, may not be a local guy. He's a California guy. Maybe he had some travelers.
He steps in, gets a first pitch breaking ball. It's upstairs. Big opportunity for Cy to do some damage here. Men at second and third, 1 out. Anderson, the 1-0 delivery. Fouled away. 1-1.
Picked up by the first base coach, barehanded. Got a couple oohs and ahs from the players on the field.
Peterson back in. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Another off speed. Misses outside.
Marrero trying to do his best job of framing those pitches, but
He does a good job, but that one's too far out. 2-1. That ball hit the opposite way to left field, right at the left fielder. Tagging and looking to score is Tortolito. He will score without a throw, and the Lions go back up 7-6. Sack fly for Cy Peterson.
just manufacturing runs, man.
It's the name of the game. Back to the top of the order. Enric Avenente silently is having himself quite a game. 2 walks, RBI double, scored 2 runs, stolen base, good play in the field, another good play to save a ball getting into the outfield on an infield single. So Enric looking to add to that game here as he steps in with 2 outs and a man on second. And a 7-6 Lions lead. That one's high and away. Emmerich been the leadoff hitter from the jump for the Lions. All 5 games he's led off. I want to check swing foul ball.
So excuse me.
Excuse me, swing there. Evens the count at 1.
That has to be one of the most frustrating pitches, or frustrating things to happen when you're a bat. It's just that, no, I don't want to hit that, and it still makes contact.
That's true. 1-1 delivery is low. Another breaking ball. Doesn't quite get over there. 2-1. The Magicians are going deep into their pitching staff in the first game of a 3-game set, so we'll see how that affects them going all the way through the series. That ball hit the opposite way again at the right fielder, but he's got a beat on it, and he'll make the catch. The Lions went opposite field on many of those hits in that inning, and at the end of the 4th, the Lions have a 7-6 lead.
Back with the top of the 5th inning, 7-6. Quick hit to the shortstop. Gets it right over to first for a 6-3 scoring decision on that one.
Yeah, come on.
Huh?
You got that. Marrero's had a bit of Marrero's up now. That was Polanitz, first out. I was about to say, Marrero's had feast and famine in his 2 at-bats. Hits a 3-run homer in the first, and then strikes out looking in the third, or swinging in the third. Devin Hancock is still out there. And that one
Just misses the batter.
I was like, what can you build on a feast or famine and strikeout home run? Perhaps a hit by pitch? We don't want that, though.
No.
Not at all. Where Marrero's okay. Gets back in there. 1-0 the count. Hancock's around 60 pitches now on the afternoon. That was a good pitch. Over for a strike.
I think Ziggy thought so too.
He did.
I'm talking about you, Ziggy.
Really?
Yeah, you said great pitch.
Hancock the 1-1. That one's low. 2-1. Hancock kicks and delivers. That one's over for a strike.
1-2. Taking his time here with nobody on base.
Marrero. They wanted that one, that breaking ball, but that's going to be called a ball.
Melendez, the catcher, turns around and asks the umpire, was that a little low or what?
You sure?
No, you got to ask it in the educating tone. Like, was that a little bit low? Can you help me understand that?
Yeah, explain to me where that missed. That's all you got to ask. Here's the pitch from Hancock. That one's fouled away.
Not near my truck.
From the fence to those houses is the same as what's going to be over.
Looking for the count. I've lost track a little bit. I think it's like, full count. 3-2. Marrero ready. Hancock, the kick and the fire. Curveball, strike 3 looking. Hancock gets Marrero for the second time.
Rang him up.
5th K for Hancock.
My wife's great uncle Roy
Yes.
just passed away recently, unfortunately, but he was a baseball umpire and a softball umpire for a good part of his adult life, and he was fun to watch games with.
The hitter here is Henderson, who has slid into the spot where Nathan Sanchez occupied to start the game. As a starting pitcher, Henderson's the right fielder now, who's made a couple of good catches out there. That ball's
Just outside, I
just
think.
outside. Is that 2-0? That one is also
Inside.
inside. Also not a strike. That's what I was going to say. 2-1. The first pitch was a strike. Henderson. The Mons Henderson.
There we
Takes
go.
the second strike. Hancock looks in, gets his side, kicks and fires. Fouled off at the plate. 2-2 still the count. Henderson battling up there. 7-6 our score. Got action every inning, it seems like. Only 1-0 for either team. That ball also fouled away. Only the visiting half of the third was there not a run scored up to this point. Hopefully the Lions can add to that today with this inning of work. Though he's had lots of traffic out there, Hancock's pitched a fairly good game with 5 Ks. Four earned runs. Another foul ball by Henderson. Henderson is testing the ball supply here, making sure we have enough to go. Henderson still battling up there. Hancock. Really a good battle between pitcher and hitter here. That one ripped to right field. Actually, a little looper over the first baseman. But foul again.
And Henderson keeps fighting those off.
Like 6 straight foul balls.
Has it been that many?
6 or 7.
Really? Oh, I see what you did there. That's so yesterday, Matt.
I know. Maybe 5. 5 or 6. Henderson still battling Hancock.
Well, I mean,
Not wanting to relent.
what is the score, Matt?
Oh, good point. That one's in there for a strike. Hancock
Henderson thought that was a little low, but that was a great pitch from Dylan
walking
Hancock.
off the mound with gusto. And he strikes out 2 in the inning. The Magicians go down 1-2-3, Jason.
They do.
For the first time we've had a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-6 Lions. Bottom of the 5th, David Robeloff leading off for the Lions.
We're going to win the baptisms happen, Maryland.
And that ball from Anderson in the dirt, ball 1. Robeloff has been a thorn in the side of the Magicians thus far. Scored 2 runs. Worked a couple walks and reached on a fielder's choice. Hits that ball high. Third baseman taking chase. Kevin Maya makes the catch. And Robeloff is retired for the first time today. 1 out for Rosalina Valenzuela. He's got an RBI and a hit. 2 RBIs and a hit. And scored a run. 1 for 1 officially. Misses high. Ball 1.
Valenzuela got a lot of power there if he makes good contact.
That one's also low and away. 2-0. Nino wanting to get into one here. That one's high. He's been taking his walks, though. Trey Williams already walked 7 times through 4+ games.
Good eye at the plate.
He'll be up, hopefully, in this inning if anyone gets on. Lino takes a strike. Anderson's quietly calmed things down a bit for the Magicians at the plate there. Ball chopped to shortstop. Gloves and throws. And
It's a little high for the first baseman, but once again with a great grab.
playing good first base over there. He gave a look over to his shortstop like, bro, like, don't leave me hung out to dry there.
That's a kind of a routine play, bro. Just throw it over here.
Polnitz made a good play there. Nonetheless, Melendez now the hitter with 2 outs. Talk about how there hadn't been any zeros on the board, and we're threatening to have zeros on both sides of the ledger in inning number 5 here. As Melendez comes up with 2 outs. Nobody on. Xavier Anderson gets a sign, kicks and fires. Curveball low and away. Melendez has had a good game. Double and a single, an RBI. 2 for 3.
Up high on that one.
2-0, the count. The pitch from Anderson up high, 3-0. Williams would love to come up with a man on base here. 2 outs. Durso, Melendez stands in there.
Should be taken here.
Should be taken. He
And
is.
still gets the walk.
And a 2-out walk, which drives the coach crazy. 2-out walks. That'll bring Trey Williams to the plate. It also drives the offensive side's coach very happy to get a base runner at 2 outs. See if they can start a 2-out rally here. Durso is going to get Dallin Stokes to come run for him again. The courtesy runner. He's not officially checking into the game, but the catcher has that option.
So why is that a thing? Oh, because of the catcher.
Yeah,
I got you.
especially in a doubleheader.
So you could go back and get suited up and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and generally your catcher's usually not one of your faster runners. It can change, and catchers can be fast. That's allowed, but it gives him a little rest on those knees as he's behind the plate crouching for probably a doubleheader. Stokes going on the first pitch, which is in the dirt. Sometimes stealing bases, it's picking the right pitch to steal on, and that was. So Stokes gets a stolen base.
I think he's stoked about that.
Most definitely. Williams wants to see a strike to swing at here. He'd be stoked about that. There's another ball. Kicks that dirt away. Keep him locked in. 2-0 the count. That one's over for a strike, 2-1. The top of the letters, top of the zone. Anderson.
Wonder how much harder it is for the ump without the base, without the batter box lines and stuff. Got ahead of that one
fouled
again.
away. 2-2 for number 22.
He did that on his last time up too. With the got ahead of a pitch like that.
I don't think it's probably much of a difference for the umpire because he's looking at the plate. Just for the batter, maybe to know where to stand, that could be a little challenging. They like to have a certain spot in the box. That one's chopped to first. Polnitz tags the runner slightly aggressively, but retires Williams and retires the side. 1 walk, 1 left on, but no hits, no errors. No runs. At the end of 5-7-6 Lions.
Back with you here in Mesa at Skyline High School, where the Justice University Lions hold a 7-6 lead over the LeMoyne Owen Magicians. Still got to say, I love the mascot.
Yeah, it's unique. You don't see a lot of that, and like the colors too.
I just I looked up I was trying to look a couple things up a little while ago, and their mascot on the court back there at their basketball games looks like Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. So,
well, there you go.
Pretty cool. Unique for sure.
Ryan Meglis is 0 for 2 at the plate, steps in. Made a nice defensive play out there earlier. A ball, first pitch, chopped to Avenente at second, over to Williams. And retires the runner, 4-3. For a quick out with Hancock at 84 pitches. That's what the doctor ordered. Coming to the end of his rope, perhaps, and hoping to get a quick inning and get to the 7th. This doubleheader probably going to only go 7. That's typically what happens in doubleheader days. First pitch to Coleman, who's been a thorn in the side of the Lions on defense. Takes ball 1. Coleman rips one to center. Driving back on it is Cy Peterson, but he has room, and he makes the catch.
Right at the wall.
For the second out of the inning.
Is that 2 or 3 pitches, 2 outs?
3 pitches, 2 outs. He's at 85 pitches, 86 pitches. And so Xavier Anderson, the current pitcher, now at the plate. Digs in. He's got 1 at bat so far today.
Tells you he's sticking around next inning.
And it went well. He had a bloop single. That one, chin music. Up high and tight, ball 1. Hancock looking to finish strong here on a great outing. 6 runs, 4 earned. Here working in the 6th. That one's also high.
Little pitcher-on-pitcher violence about there.
Hancock sitting on 6 strikeouts. Yes. That one's over for a strike.
Anderson gave him a look after the first 2, like, come on, dude. We're buddies. We're both pitchers.
2-1 delivery from Hancock. Kicks, and the delivery fouled off towards not Jason's truck again. Still safe.
I prefer to call it the Prof G-Mobile.
Prof G-Mobile. The Prof G-Wagon. 2-2. Hancock gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Misses high. Full count. He wanted that.
Yeah, good take by Anderson there.
Lions really wanting to get out of this one with no damage. Get to the home half. The chance to add some runs here before the 7th. Here's the pitch from Hancock.
There it is.
His 7th strikeout. And what a day for Devin Hancock. 7 strikeouts.
Nice job.
4 earned runs.
4 earned runs over 6 innings. Through 90 pitches. That's probably going to be the end of his afternoon. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-6 Lions.
Back out here in Mesa again for the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-6 Lions hold the lead, slim as it may be, over the Magicians.
So Federico Tibertini, I've decided, Jason, he only comes up either with the bases loaded or to lead off an inning. That's about it. That's all he's done today, at least. 2 at-bats with the bases loaded, 2 at-bats with with nobody on base and leading off an inning. He has an RBI walk and an RBI single, so 2 RBIs. He's also flown to center. One for 2. 15 on 15 here. The 2 number 15 squaring off. Xavier Anderson has come in, done well in relief for the Lions, or for the Magicians. Tibertini playing short today. He's looking to bunt his way aboard, but that one is wide and foul.
There's someone in the comments with your last name complimenting your play-by-play. Just letting you know.
Really? Is there a first name?
Rich.
Oh, that's my father.
Rich Shively says, nice play-by-play, go Lions.
Both fathers making it into the commentary today. So that's good. Mad respect to the dad who taught us the game and taught us to love sports. Here's Tibertini. Fouls that one up. Curveball. Cedric Polnitz is there. 2 hands, as they teach you. Elian Tortolito now with 1 out. Will make his way to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored for Elian today. Another first pitch curveball, that's away low for ball 1.
Elian probably happy to be playing here as well, being from Saratoga Springs, Utah.
Sounds cold. That ball ripped up the middle and through for a hit. Elian gets on.
Good effort by the second baseman to put his body in the way. The ball just hopped over the top in favor of the Lions.
Well hit ball by Elian Tortoledo, and he's aboard with one on. As I said earlier, this is where you want to tack on. One run doesn't feel safe in this contest. It's been back and forth, and so let's see if Kato Takahashi, as he salutes the umpire and steps in, can move the runner over or possibly in. One out.
Will we get a first pitch swing again? Let's see.
Elian still getting his little running glove on. Shows bunt. Pulls back, takes a strike. Bright red running glove for Elian over there on first base. Takahashi made some good contact today. He's got a double and a couple of ground outs. He's down in the count here. Looking to move the runners over. Keep the line moving. Ball shot past the third baseman. That's a foul ball, however.
Well, that was mighty close.
Everyone got excited for a second. That ball's wide of third. And Kato will have to dig back in.
Coach Chilton trying to will it in. He was giving the run sign to his runners.
You want them to get moving. Whether or not that's fair, you can worry about that later. Kato gets back in the box. Umpire signals to Xavier Anderson. He steps off quickly. And Kato steps out of the box. And Anderson set. Here's the pitch to Takahashi. Hits the ball high to left. Shallow. Coleman's got it. And will retire Takahashi for out number 2.
Kind of caught that with the glove out to his left. I kind of a little bit worried about it. I think a last minute move in the air there.
The high sky this time of day can be little. The ball kind of turns blue like the sky when it gets way up there. It gets hard to see. But Coleman did a good job shielding his eyes with his glove, making the catch. And Cy Peterson up with 2 outs, man on first.
Cy had a great catch back at the wall a couple innings ago.
Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Good to see him get one in the gap here. Could score Tortoledo from first. That ball ripped foul. First base coach still showing the handles over there and whips the ball back. 1-1 for Cy Peterson. Umpire cleaning the plate here. That can cause a problem from seeing balls and strikes when you can't see the plate. Anderson hits Peterson for a second time. You know, some players just have that ability to get hit by pitches a lot, and I think Cy might be one of those guys.
And he even turned away. I mean, it wasn't like he leaned into it or anything.
Hey, that's a base. You take it. Doesn't feel good, but you take it. That feels good because you get on base. Well, back to the top of the order, and Emric Avenente.
Had a great RBI double last time up.
Emric's 1 for 2, RBI double. He flew out to right field as well, and 2 walks. He loses the handle on that one. And the bat comes flying over the fence, and luckily lands harmlessly near a couple children, which is scary for a second.
I think the tree might have helped catch that bat too before it hit the ground.
Always a scary moment. That
Of course, it just sailed right over the backstop. Like,
didn't even touch it. Yeah. Usually that's what the backstop's there for, but
you got it up in the air for sure. Everybody's okay. No harm, no foul.
either way, he did swing, so that's strike 1 on Emric Avenente. Curveball low. 1-1. One the delivery from Anderson is fouled away. A ball coming over you expect, not a bat. That was a little bit more unexpected. Emmerich down in the count here, 1-2. Anderson checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Curveball, got him. Checked his swing to the umpire, who wasn't in a good place to really do a check swing, being at second base for that one. But either way, it's a strikeout. And that ends the side. We go to the 7th. 7-6 Lions clinging to the lead.
Back here at Skyline High School. Justice University against LeMoyne Owen University. We thought we were going to see the closer here, Matt, but not quite yet.
No, Devin Hancock's out for
Trying to get the complete game maybe out of there.
could be 7th inning of work for him. Maybe we are going more than 7 innings. We're just doing our best to catch up and figure out what's going on out here, but either way, Mikey Rivera's had a pretty good day. He had a double his last time up. He's actually got a pair of doubles. Takes that one low.
Well, if you're LeMoyne Owen, that's a good guy to have as your leadoff this inning.
He's got a pair of RBI doubles. Nobody on base this time. Swing and a miss.
I think that was a breaking ball, wasn't that? Looked like it.
It's a good pitch.
Came a little slower than his fastball.
Yeah, could have been a changeup maybe.
The batter was way out in front of that one, so.
That as well. Nice pitch.
So, yeah, I mean, again, it looked like a breaking ball to me, but I don't know.
2-2 the count. Mikey Rivera. The delivery from Devin Hancock. Up the middle and through for another single. Mikey Rivera has been a problem today at the plate. Another hit. 3 for 4. And that'll bring up Sincere Lozano, and that'll bring up Zach Chilton to go get his starter and bring in his closer. We're going to talk strategy as they make the change. And that's going to do it for Devin Hancock. Nice round of applause for the Lions faithful here. 6+ innings. He's responsible for that runner on first. 6 runs, 4 earned, 7 Ks. Number 14, Sloan Robertson, in to shut it down, hopefully, for the Lions. Sloan's a big guy out there, 6'4", from Luna Community College, hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I lost the camera.
Hayden wants me to catch for him in the bullpen one time, and I'm really scared.
Is it standing up there still?
It's trying to make a repeat lap. Yeah, does he win it? Same spot. CTE. Can you turn it with your... Sorry. They're sitting there. We need to push the camera back.
Well, we're getting our camera back online here. We apologize for that. We'll talk you through what's happening.
Do it again. Joe might do it again.
You were in the... That's the thing right in the middle. How come you can't use the thing that you're on?
Sloan Robertson in to close for the Lions with a man on first base. No outs here in the top of the 7th. Sincere Lozano, the hitter. Lozano scored a run.
Hold on, Joe. We have to unplug it again.
And had a sac fly. He's got an RBI. That ball's inside, ball 1 to Lozano. Robertson coming in, getting that first batter efficiency is very important in the role of a reliever. And that one runner on base is the tying run. Ball 2.
No, that's good.
No, let your defense work, kid. Let your defense work.
Okay, let me see. Hang on. Pull it so make sure it doesn't hit.
2-0 for Sincere Lozano, the hitter. From Sloan Robertson, here's a pitch. That ball ripped to right center. That is going to be caught by the right fielder. Makes the grab. Big first out for Robertson and the Lions. Ball lined out to the right fielder. And that's one out here in the top of the 7th.
Can you take it off of the pole? Just take it off completely.
Good catch by Roboloth out there. The ball was lined a couple steps to his right, and he was able to get it. That brings Kevin Maya back up to the plate. Maya chops the first ball to short. Federico Tributtini to double play to end the game. There's a little confusion. The runner did not take off from first. He thought it was caught, but it was chopped, and they pulled the 6-4-3 double play to end the game. Both runners wound up at first base, but either way, it was a 6-4-3 double play, and the Lions take the 7-6 victory here this afternoon of Game 1. We're going to be back for Game 2 of this double dip in a second, but the Lions take Game 1 7-6 over the Magicians from LeMoyne Owen. Sloan Robertson slamming the door, getting the perfect chopper to turn the 6-4-3 double play, and the Lions win 7-6. We will be back for Game 2 at this same link. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Let the guys get some water, and we'll bring you Game 2 as soon as it goes live. Thanks for joining us.